to the second topic, which is game of the year so far. You would think I had brought up all of the games that have come out this year so far, but I haven't. So, with that said, I'm going to do that as I'm talking. Where's that Wikipedia article? But is there any that come to mind for you gents that have come out? That have come out. We'll jump to the future in just a moment, but that have come out that you would like to highlight.
That have come out.
Yes.
I don't have anything
That you've been
come
like,
out.
you know what? This was a good game this year.
I would say Sea of Thieves made some good strides this year.
Interesting. Okay.
Sea of Thieves, that fucking update they had was pretty fucking fantastic. A little buggy,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but doing that fucking Pirates of the Caribbean DLC is awesome.
Free DLC.
Yeah, and free.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna go down this list when I see one that pops out to me. The Medium came out. Ashton,
yeah.
you
That
played
was
this
pretty
game
decent.
to completion. Is that right?
Yep. I did.
Made by
On
the
Twitch.
Bloober team.
I like Bloober.
Is it game of the year contention, or was there some that were kind of to be desired? I guess.
It was a little bit to be desired. I was kind of hoping a little bit more was going to come out of that game.
Mm-hmm.
I really did enjoy it, especially for what it was. But I guess like I really wanted to see Bloober kind of do more than what they did with the Blair Witch. I actually ended up liking Blair Witch a little bit more,
Mm-hmm.
to be honest. But I don't know. I want to see them do some gameplay stuff. But the game was good. The game was good, especially for what it was. Pretty fucking crazy, like really wild shit happening. Got jump scared quite a few times. You guys want to see that stuff's on TikTok, but yeah, I liked it. What about did you play it or no?
I played a little bit of it. I thought it was a cool concept. I thought it was like, oh, this is kind of cool. Like, you know, you get and like you're playing two different people at the same time, and then you like switch between
Yeah.
the worlds, and like you can interact with things that aren't there in one world, but you can like this character. It's the same person, same gal that's in the game. That you're playing as the same person,
Yeah.
but she can go in between these realities, and in one of the realities you could access a certain thing, but in the other reality you can't. So you can't move past a certain thing, so you have to go back and try to solve the puzzle and whatnot. So it's a cool idea. Definitely a cool idea. Yeah. I don't Tyler, did you play the Medium?
No, I just I
You
watched
refused to after
gameplay.
watching the ending.
Okay.
Yeah, that shit was ash. I didn't like it.
Did anybody play the new Pokemon Snap?
Nope.
I did not. It looked
Okay.
good, but I just didn't play it. Not for $60 fucking dollars.
Yeah, that's very true. The other game that came out and that I think is in a very good running, personally, for Game of the Year is Resident Evil Village. Came out May 7th. And this, I think, I am absolutely, and I've said this before more than once, I am loving what the Resident Evil team has been doing, what Capcom has been pushing out for Resident Evil has been top tier games consistently, and Resident Evil Village is hands down one of the best Resident Evils, and I do like the little interesting stuff. I don't want to spoil things because for people that haven't played it yet, but there's some things in the game that are definitely not very Resident Evil, but it is cool. Like, it seems like they're taking steps to making Resident Evil last essentially forever, because they're just making it modern. They're smart. They're looking at this game, the way that I'm seeing it mechanically being made, is how do we keep our franchise alive, and no pun intended, and also keep it like modern, like keep the Resident Evil flavor. You know, that's our protein in this sandwich of Resident Evil, but our bread is to keep it, you know, so that it's consumable. It's like, because otherwise you end up like these older games no offense to these older games, but they're just, like for example, Metroid is coming out with that game. Dread. What is it called? I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
Dread. That game is literally just an old Metroid game. It's just how the original Metroid was kind of played. It's a side scroller. There's an audience for it. It's just not the modern audience. Like, it's just hard to go back to those games. And I think Resident Evil just keeps stepping into the right path to creating that. Just keep making solid games.
Evolving with the times.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Halo, because Halo is doing that too, where it's like, we have our Halo flavor, but we got to keep moving forward. Otherwise, people are just going to stop playing our game. So, yeah, I don't know. What do you any things with it? I finished Resident Evil. I think I did that on stream. And then I think, did you finish it on stream too?
Yeah. I did.
Okay. And then I know Allie, Baby Cakes Allie, friend of the show, has finished that game like 45 different times. Like,
Jesus Christ,
she
why?
beat it all on PS4 on each difficulty. She unlocked stuff in like the arcade mode thing, and then when she got the PS5, she did it all over again. So, I mean, there you go.
Damn.
I'm not doing
really
that.
Really like that game. That's a lot of doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll grind for some games, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm definitely just waiting on DLC for it now. I don't really know. Anything that you want to say about Resident Evil Village? Resident Evil 8?
It wasn't as scary as the 7.
Mm-hmm. Cool characters, though. I think this had
Very
to be
cool characters.
the best Resident Evil
I
villains.
was very intrigued. Yeah. I was very intrigued by all the characters. Like, they were really good. People complained about 7 being too scary. Grow the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
They made 8 basically not scary to me at all.
Puppet's kind of freaky, though. We won't go into details on that, but that is definitely an interesting.
That was really the only part, though.
Yeah.
That was the only really like creepy part. But it was interesting.
Uh-huh.
It was a fun game. Really enjoyed it.
Would it be Game of the Year contention for you?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
What about you, Tyler? Did you play Resident Evil Village?
No, I technically own it because I game share with somebody who has it. I don't feel like playing it until I get my hands on a Series X. I feel like I'm kind of wasting my time.
Mm-hmm.
That's
it definitely looks very nice in the next gen.
Well, I mean, I could be playing it like later this year. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely gonna wait on it though.
Knockout City came out. I don't know if you guys played it.
Yeah,
I played it.
I did not play it, but go ahead if you want to talk about it.
It's just
it was fun. It was cool to like take some of our time for like a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
that's
all
about
over
it.
good for really. Not much I really need to say about that one.
Chivalry 2 came out this year.
That's
June
fantastic
8th.
game.
Ashton, this is a game that you and Michael have been playing. You can go ahead and give your little synopsis of it.
It's just medieval fucking ass kicking. It's basically what it is. First or third person combat. Just medieval battles, man. That's basically all it is. It's fun. It's gory.
You also kill people
Runs
with bread.
pretty well. Yep, I've killed people with the stalest bread known to mankind.
Yeah.
So
is it Game of the Year contention for you though?
Just because of the type of game it is, no.
Mm-hmm.
Do I really, really enjoy it? Absolutely. Is it the best game, like, given the genre that's out? Yeah. Easy. Easily, yeah.
Another game, June 25th, was Scarlet Nexus. Did any of y'all play that?
No, I've been waiting to play it for the same reason, because I played the demo on my Xbox. I can tell I'm going to enjoy it a whole lot, but again, frame issues, so really trying to wait until Series X later this year. My plan is if I can, maybe Series X before Battlefield comes out, which is like in October. So hopefully I would like it before then.
Another game that has come out very recently, as of July 21st, was Pokemon Unite. This has been a game that we've been playing a lot of. which has been very crazy that this has been one of those games that have just been. It is honestly dusted off the cobwebs of my Nintendo Switch, like.
Yeah.
And honestly, for me, this is a Game of the Year contention. For personal reasons, I don't know if we're gonna vote for it, but here's the reason why. I think as much as a lot of people say, "Oh, the game's pay to win," it's not pay to win.
No, it's not.
It's not fucking pay to win. You gotta be good at the game. Does it help that you boost up your abilities and whatnot, like your little held items? Yeah, it does help a little bit. But here's the thing. You also got to be relatively good at the game. You're going to get your shit kicked in once you start getting into the higher ranks. That's just what's going to happen. And it's definitely a game that's designed for having five of your friends to get together. It's just really difficult.
Yeah,
it is
randoms are really bad. You end up with playing with a bunch of kids on the Switch.
Yeah, and that's kind of where you got to deal. You're dealing with Pokemon kids and you're dealing with Nintendo Switch kids, so it's definitely going towards the younger eye. I would love to see what the age bracket of who's playing Pokemon Unite. I'm curious to know if we're actually playing 8-year-olds or if we're just getting terrible adults. But yeah, I mean, for me, a game that has made me pick up a console again, I have to put it in for my personal self that Pokemon Unite is in Game of the Year contention for me, because it made me play my Switch again. I play it on a daily basis now, whereas before it was only taken on trips, and even then I would play it for 25 minutes and then I'd be like, I don't really know, and I just put it away, and then I'd watch a Hulu show while I'm on the plane, So, I don't know.
Sure.
What is your input on Pokemon Unite?
I'm not a MOBA fan. This I like. I feel like it's easy enough to play, but and pick up and play and learn how to play. But it does have challenge. You have to be good at it. It's not a game that's very fun to play when you're by yourself. At all, because the people that queue by themselves typically are fucking terrible at the game. So I can't give it Game of the Year solely because it's only fun when you're playing with your friends. But for me, I've been kind of meh on Pokemon for the past decade. I played Pokemon Go when it came out, and then I played Let's Go. I don't keep up with all the Pokemon games. I haven't since Silver and Gold. So I just meh. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I really enjoy it. It got me back into the franchise, and it got me playing my Switch. I'm playing more Switch games now just because I'm hey, I'm on my Switch.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, it's definitely. It was kind of a sleeper for me because at the same time I was oh cool, Pokemon MOBA. When I heard that it was being made, I was that sounds cool. I'll try that out. I saw a gameplay. I'm I'm not playing this. This looks like shit. This looks like garbage. Way more fun than it looks. The gameplay trailer did not do it justice. I will tell you that. It was terrible.
Yeah, it definitely seems like it's finding its strides into its own thing. It's getting its characters developed. They're already tweaking. It seems like the Pokemon Unite crew is very talkative on Twitter, which is awesome. They're very connecting to sending out I think they just finished up their first month of input. They did surveys. They tweet out a link for their survey, and then they have people go in and then fill it out, and then they have a cutoff date for it. So I think a team that is very like that, especially with MOBAs, in a multiplayer game, to be very connective like that is a very good sign that it's going to get supported a long time. I think Pokemon is one of the best franchises to do a MOBA. There's so much there's over 800 and some odd Pokemon now. It's and it continues to grow with each game iteration. So they're just never gonna run out. And if they're gonna put out, they just put out Gardevoir like a week ago, of when we're recording this. So it seems like roughly maybe like 4 weeks or so we'll get a new character. Hopefully Blastoise is
Probably.
coming soon. I'm fingers crossed on that.
That'd be sweet.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be going. Tyler, how do you feel about Pokemon Unite? You've been playing along with us too.
I'm a MOBA fan. I play more Smite, and I dabbled in League a little bit. I honestly at first I didn't want to try it because I'm not in the Pokemon like I once was. So, like, this shit gonna be ass. But I saw how they were separating it, and like tried to do like I'm gonna call MOBA light, basically what they try
Baby's
to do.
first MOBA.
Yeah. They have classes set up. Like, oh, you got classes set up. That means when you have classes set up, that means you're actually trying to pay attention to how characters will perform game and what the role is meant to be. They could have just like fucking gave you Pokemon just to here, have your fun. You're gonna enjoy it because it's Pokemon, which it wouldn't be entirely wrong. It's like that's mostly what's like carrying people. Like for example, when I play Dragon Ball Fighters, what carries me playing that game? I like Dragon Ball. But I was like, all right, let me give it a shot, and I love it because it's like it's all the fun in the mobile without actually having to take it seriously. Does it suck when you lose? Of course, everything sucks when you lose. It's like,
But it was
Pokemon,
only 10 minutes. That's the other thing. Game's only 10
I,
minutes
I
long.
I would like it to be longer, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually me personally, but I enjoy it a lot, and I need to play more.
Mm-hmm. I think if it wasn't targeted to the mobile audience, because that's definitely what they're going for. Because right now it's available for Switch for anyone to download. It's a totally free game, but it will be coming to iOS and Android very soon. But who knows when those dates are coming out, because we didn't even know this game is coming out until like the week of. They didn't even say like what date they're coming out. So, but yeah, it definitely seems like they're targeting the mobile audience, and that's probably why they went with the 10-minute time frame, 5 minutes to surrender. You're in, you're out. And of seeing like other people play multiplayer games. Like I was watching the other day, Tycho was from Penny Arcade was playing Mario Golf, and they were only doing 3 holes. After the first hole, one person backed out. And you know what happens when someone backs out in Mario Golf? The whole game gets shut down. So the whole lobby gets kicked out, and then they have to go back to the main menu. So the game's over. They don't you can't just pop out. You lose everything. It doesn't make it like it's it. And so to me, when I see something like that, and also Pokemon Unite kind of answers that question too. When someone lags out or someone never comes back and goes AFK and totally ditches you, it's not like League of Legends where you're just now, okay, well, now we're a man down. Now we're not getting that guy back. You can have one of the players on your team will get the decision to have them follow you and essentially have the computer play as that character. Do they make the best decisions? No, but it's better than not having a 5th player. So it's kind of interesting that they incorporated that. And they answered the question of like, well, what if someone lags out? Well, we have a computer system that will figure it out for you.
Well, it's like fine and dandy. That computer system is dog shit. I'm being honest with you.
It's not the best, but
that computer will chase.
Yeah, it will stick with you.
Never belong.
Yeah, it sticks with you. So wherever you're at, it's gonna start targeting wherever you're at. So you got to be like, when you make that call, you have to be deciding now options for you and the computer, because it's going to just start auto-attacking wherever the hell you're at. So you got to make sure you're thinking for yourself and the computer at that point. You're essentially playing for 2 players. But I'd rather have that option than be a man down and then just be totally fucked.
Honestly,
because
I might rather be a man down.
Well, because the thing is when that person reconnects, they get control of their guy again, and then that person's not 7 levels behind. They've been farming along with you.
Sometimes in different that you don't need to implement a system like that to.
I don't know. I've been in league matches where someone goes AFK and it's fucking lost.
That's league. I'm pretty sure. I think they do it in Smite. I haven't played Smite in a long time, but if somebody like connects at a certain point, they give them like courtesy gold, and give them like a little bit of like a level to get like to a certain point. So you should just implement a system like that, But the thing which makes that harder to do is I'm pretty sure game companies can't tell what a DC is and what a quit is. They treat
Yeah.
them all the same, which fucking sucks.
So that is pretty much all the games that have come out. I do have the list. I am on the same Wikipedia page, so I can continue on with future games as well. Was there any that I didn't list off that have come out this year, or I can check to see if it did come out this year, that stands out to you guys?
I think you just hit it
Not
right there.
really. It's been pretty dry so far this year.
It definitely seems like this is the COVID
Most of the stuff's
year.
coming out in the fall.
Yeah, like this is we still got some games last year, but this is what's gonna be really affected is this year leading into next year is how I'm kind of seeing how this is all panning out. But the current date right now is August 14th of recording this episode. So the games that are coming out on the 19th is 12 Minutes, which is a game that I've been kind of looking forward to. Is a it has I believe Daisy Ridley's in this. Is that who's also in there?
I know.
Yes.
It,
James McAvoy, Daisy Ridley, and William Dafoe. This is that game.
They're in a game?
Yeah, 12 minutes. That like where like your life like repeats over and over. You have to relive the same shit. It's like top down view. It's been shown multiple times.
Interesting.
It's been shown at like two. Yeah, it got shown at like 2 E3. It was only like the most recent E3 that they announced that hey, we have these actual actors. Then I just dropped my camera for school. Yeah. Yeah. It's only recently that they revealed all the actors in it. Like,
interesting.
Yeah.
So instead of putting that money towards game development,
that will.
Well, I mean, the game is very simple in the first place. So
that'll be coming out to Windows, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S. So it seems like it's just an Xbox exclusive for the time being. And who's developing this? Yeah, it seems like that is definitely what it is. It's going specifically for them, for right now. And then we're obviously getting Madden 22 on August 20th.
Yeah.
I'm not really looking forward to it, but hey, there it is. We're also getting a new Aliens game, Aliens Fireteam Elite, which is coming out for Windows, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series S and X. This is made for published by 20th Century Games. Sorry, they don't use that Fox name anymore. And Cold Iron Studios is making this game. This is kind of like keeps popping up here and there. I have not really any idea about what this game is about, but I guess the premise of it is based on the second film. The game's story is a sequel to the Alien trilogy set 23 years after the original films. The player assumes the role of a colonial marine on board of the USS Endeavour, a spaceship tasked with responding to a distress call from the outer colonies.
Well, the interesting thing about that game is that which makes it like sort of appealing, and it takes on like a kind of like arcadey type style. I think of playing like an Alien Borderlands. You have classes. You're specialized on those classes. You can build those trees accordingly. You know, and that's what attracted me to the game because I've looked at it first like big trailer for a while ago. But yeah, I think it's very interesting. I haven't kept up with it as of recently because I haven't heard any news. It's like one of those games you have to go fish for it, and if you don't, you're not going to see anything.
It's very interesting, especially from 20th Century Games. You know, with their opposing studios. To me, I kind of compare them to like Warner Brothers, where they're publishing and whatnot. And we're kind of taking a look at the gameplay here. It's a third-person game, but it looks fun. Like, I've seen it periodically through life, but I've never, like how you're saying, unless you're looking for this game. I'm sharing my screen to the guys right now, here in Discord. But it looks like, I don't know, it looks kind of fun. It seems like there's a class system.
Looks like I'm playing Gears. No, there's a class system.
Yeah.
Sure. Like Assault and all that. It looks like I'm just playing Aliens Gears, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Or maybe I'm hoping more for a third-person Left 4 Dead, is what I'm kind of looking forward to.
It could turn out like that if they do it right, for sure.
Yeah, I mean it has potential.
Of course.
Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Psychonauts 2 coming out August 25th. We've talked about periodically. Double Fine Xbox Studios published game. Windows, Mac, Linux, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox Series S and X. No PS5 to that situation. But I wonder if the contract was only of like, you have to make a PlayStation version because we told you guys signed this before Xbox bought you, and they're like, all right, but we'll make it for PS4. Like that's kind of how it looks. But yeah, I mean, if you're a Psychonauts fan, I've never played Psychonauts. I don't know if you guys have.
No, I haven't.
Okay. But I've heard nothing but good things. Let's see here. Toy Soldiers HD coming to Windows, Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. Hey, if we get a new Toy Soldiers game, that'd be pretty awesome. Deathloop, the ever pushed back game of Deathloop, is coming September 14th, God willing, to Windows and PS5 from Arcane Studios, Bethesda Softworks. Xbox game, but made exclusively for PS5. What do you any input on Deathloop now that we haven't talked about already?
I don't really care about it.
Not really. That is intriguing to me, of why you don't care about it. It's just nothing.
It just seems like it's not. If it were to not be a full 60, I feel like it's gonna be a really short game.
Could be.
I'm getting. Now I'm not saying it's gonna be this bad, but to me it gives me some of the same vibes as what's that game called? Anthem gave me. I feel like there's gonna be a severe lack of content. Like I'm gonna only be able to play that game for like 6 or 7 hours, and that $60 gone.
Yeah, or 70 in this case because it's on PS5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tyler, anything about Deathloop? Anything?
That game confused the fuck out of me. I don't know what the fuck is going on. It seems like is it multiplayer only? Cause that's what it seems like. 2 spies going against each other. Single player? I don't really understand.
It's of what I understand, it's 2 different storylines, and they're repeating the same thing that's on this island. This island has this thing that it keeps repeating the same couple of hours, and there's 2 different people experiencing this, but they are the only 2 that actually know what's going on, while everyone else on the island doesn't. Is what I've got.
I'd have to see more about it, when it comes out, catch a playthrough, see how I feel about it.
Yeah.
At the moment.
Made by Arcane, great studio. So
Who made Dishonored? So.
Yep, they are the Dishonored folks. They also made Prey, Wolfenstein Youngblood, and Wolfenstein Cyberpilot.
We need to play Youngblood.
Yes, we do. Oh, and they will be making Redfall, the upcoming Redfall.
Oh yeah,
game.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
So there's that as well. It is, by the way, Deathloop is a timed exclusive. I just want to preface that, but it is probably for a year. Is probably what it's going to sit there for. We got Kenna, Bridge of Spirits, an upcoming action-adventure game developed by and published by Ember Lab. The story follows Kenna, a young spirit guide who uses her magical abilities to help deceased people move from the physical to the spirit world. So, this is a PS4, PS5 game. It looks like a full-on animated movie. So.
Yeah, it does look very pretty, and actually looks pretty fun too.
Yeah, if that's $70, that would piss me off, because that game does not look like it's a 7 to 8 hour game. That looks like a 4 to 6 at best. So I don't know. We'll see. I could be wrong. But we've also talked about it. But Tyler, do you anything about Kenna that you want to say before we move on?
Yeah, I just think it's interesting. It just looks like, Kitty's God of War. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the fights Fights look clean. I don't know. I gotta say, I think it's gonna be a lot longer than 4 to 6 hours.
I hope
I think so too.
Yeah, no, I think it's gonna fit that $60 price budget because it's open world. So if you start off with open world, you're gonna have me decide shit, which also fills your time. And depending on how big the map is, I think it can really fit that, like 8 hour, 10 hour completion time, full completion, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Diablo 2 Resurrected coming out for Windows, Nintendo Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S. You're excited about that?
No, a lot of people are.
Oh yeah.
Diablo's cool, but I'm not like a diehard fan.
My dad has played Diablo 3 from beginning to end at least about 7 or 8 different times, or more. I lost count actually. He loved Diablo 3 on console when it was released on Xbox and stuff. He was playing that, so I'm sure he'll probably snag it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Let's see here. Just looking at more of the stuff here. Oh yeah, we got our Hot Wheels Unleashed game coming out on Windows, Nintendo Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S. Yeah, it's very interesting. It's that they're
weirdly good. I don't know why it looks that good. It just does.
Yeah. Hey, if it's like I don't know about $60 worth of content, but hey, we'll see where it goes.
It depends. I'd have to see how much content there is, because I mean the quality's there, but is the quantity there?
Mm-hmm. For what again? What are we talking about? Sorry, my mom.
Hot Wheels Unleashed.
Fuck.
No. That looks sick. That looks sick, dude.
That's the game you were just talking about.
That was the
Did you not look at it?
No. My mom had walked in.
I
don't think
you need to look at it.
I think I looked at it, but I don't think it needs to be. I don't think it deserves to be 60. Is what I'm talking about. That's why I said fuck no. Like I don't think it deserves to be 60.
If it has enough content, I would say it can fit the 60.
I think it gets enough content throughout the years. I don't think it has enough content at launch.
You don't think it will? Why don't you think it'll have enough?
It just seems like that game doesn't have enough substance, and what they'll do is they get like community feedback, which then will help build the games, will help this game alive. Also, if you have,
I think they said there's going to be community-made tracks too.
Yeah, you can build your own track.
Yeah, but I feel like that doesn't give you the $60 price tag. I think we're looking at a cool 40.
Well, that's technically unlimited content.
Yeah, if they're good.
Yeah, if they're good. If it gives you
look at Halo.
To buy it. Yeah, but Halo has a campaign.
It's not even
yet has the original content. Is a AAA game. I don't know.
Sure, but what I'm saying is like people aren't going through the campaign like 10 times. They're there for like most of their time spent on the multiplayer, right?
Sure.
If you look at Halo 5, the reason why that game lasts as long as it did, which is not very long, granted that, because of the way it launched. That aside, the dev-made maps were all brought over. There was like no like new content in terms of like the maps being made. They just made them to suit the new movement in the game. Whereas the really good maps that they ported into like the playlists and stuff all came from the community.
Yeah, that's all fine and dandy. We have to think about it like this. Forge mode has been around for a long time. So even if Halo 5's new working Forge mode wasn't like as polished as it was, it still would have produced pretty good maps if it was still basic Forge. This is a new game, right? We don't know how its creative maps are going to go. I feel like you can only take this so far. I don't think it will have the functionality and freedom that Halo was able to give its creators. Yeah. That's what I mean. That doesn't give it. It gives it 40 for me. Hard 40.
40, huh?
Oh yeah.
These look fun. I don't know if it'll be on Game Pass. That'd be sick.
If it was on Game Pass, that's good. But I can't see this being 60.
Yeah, I think it would have. I think this game has to come to something like Game Pass in order for it to succeed. Like, people just gotta play it, I think, is what this game looks like. And the other thing is, there isn't really that many kart racers. There's no, like, fun kart racer. What, are you gonna go play Mario Kart? Okay, cool. I can only play my Switch. Yeah, but it's not a kart racer.
There's what?
Wreckfest. Where I'm just saying, like, you're just in a buggy and just go. Just race. Have fun. Enjoy it. This, to me, seems like a fun, like, drunk stream that we do. Like, I could see, like, a group of people playing this game. And look how many fucking people are in this. There's 12 racers in this that we're seeing here in the trailer. but like, I think it has potential, but it definitely is, to me. I have to play it to feel how it feels, and of what I've watched this IGN video before, and they say it plays really well, like it feels good. So I hope it's at PAX West. I don't know if this
I'll be
episode would
playing
be
at
coming
PAX
out
if it's
before
there.
PAX West, so and hopefully I can get my hands on it. But yeah, I don't know.
We shall see.
Yeah, FIFA 21 or sorry, FIFA 22 coming out October 1st for people that want it. Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania is coming.
Yay.
I just saw
be
recently
getting
that
that.
Sonic will be making an appearance in that Super Monkey Ball as well.
Yeah. I don't care about that.
Are you gonna pick up this one? This is coming out to Windows, Nintendo Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S as well.
Wait, Monkey Ball is?
Yep.
Oh, I have to decide if I want that for my Switch or the Xbox.
Yeah.
Xbox for the achievements and probably the better performance, but Switch because that is a good game.
And there might be movement controls too, if you want like more of the Wii play style of things.
No.
Tyler, you a Monkey Ball fan?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, I didn't play it either, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
October 7th, Far Cry 6 coming out Windows, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and making an appearance, Stadia, made by Ubisoft Toronto.
Ooh.
How do you guys feel about Far Cry 6? Do you feel like this game should have already been out, or is it coming out at a good time?
I'm not a Far Cry fan personally, so
I think this one has potential. It looks cool. I'll give him that. I might give it a shot. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like with a game like that, I'd rather just go play something else. You know, there's so many like open world action adventure like shooter games that it's just that one just isn't, I guess, unique enough for me to play.
It's a Ubisoft game, so there's definitely that flavor, as you will. So, you know, it's the Ubisoft formula. Assassin's Creed runs it, Watch Dogs runs it, Far Cry runs it. But this one definitely seems a little more heavily on the story. And if it's anywhere near the quality that Assassin's Creed has been coming out as, Far Cry 6 could be pretty good. So, what about you, Tyler? What do you think about Far Cry 6?
I think it could be good. The only thing people don't like about it, the biggest complaint, is its graphics, because it was shown to be better than it actually looked when they showed it at E3.
Ooh.
Yeah, when they showed it at E3, it didn't look as great as people wanted
Ubisoft
it to,
seems to have that sort of problem.
Yeah,
hinting at the Watch Dogs E3 reveal.
No, that wasn't even my biggest disappointment. My biggest disappointment for Ubisoft and their graphics that leading me astray was Rainbow Six. If you haven't seen the old Rainbow Six trailer when it first came out, if I have to show you after this, I will. Huge disappointment. They made that game look 10 times better than what it looks like, even now after all the fixes they've done. But I think it could be good. I enjoy playing 5, but it does feel like what goes on in which it's like no open world game has fully sold me on is just the world seeming dead. 5 did a decent job at it because they put like random enemies, places, you have the animals you can kill, but essentially the area still feels a little like too dead. So I don't know how this one would be. Being in it, it's kind of like more city based, like it being like little towns and whatnot. It could be more alive than you want. So that's the only thing I would hope for. But besides that, if they just build on what they had on 5, I think it'd be good.
Yeah. You also get a little, if you pre-order, you get a little skin for your dog, little chorizo. A little chorizo. He has a little. He's a 2-legged wiener dog. He has a little cart that he moves around with. Metroid Dread comes out October 8th. Kind of hit and miss on this one. I've just got to see it come out and see what people think.
Yeah, I'd be okay for like the nostalgic purposes because I did play like Metroid on the when I had my Game Boy SP. Those were the good old days. I'd play it just for nostalgia, but I'd be more interested in the 3D. They need to fucking hurry up with that shit. Like this, I don't even really care about as much because we've been waiting so long for the much better game to be getting done and out to people that we've been waiting like honestly decades for. So
Yeah, I mean, the thing about Samus is she falls into this weird category of like she's a known character, but no one plays games that she's in. Like Smash Brothers keeps her name alive. It's like Captain Falcon. It's like everyone knows who Captain Falcon is. They've never played like any games that he's in. So it's like with Metroid, it's a name that people recognize in gaming. But I think the modern, like the newer gamers, the kids, even like after us, not really Metroid knowing. They just know Samus from Smash Brothers. So,
yeah,
I'm hoping that she's such a cool character that I really hope that the Metroid Prime series gets revived with 4. But like we'll see with Dread coming out to apparently I'm seeing here it's set after Metroid Fusion. That was a 2002 game. So and of what I've heard also about Metroid Dread is this game has been in like the talks in the works for years. So
really?
it's cool that like this because I guess reading this it says Metroid Dread, also known as Metroid 5, is an upcoming action adventure game developed by Mercury System and Nintendo EPD for the Nintendo Switch, and is set after Metroid Fusion 2002. So, yeah, I mean we'll see what happens. October 12th, big game for us here at Primal Target. Back for Blood comes out. Windows, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X. Turtle Rock Studios, the amazing studio behind the hit game Evolve.
Fuck you! Don't you dare!
All right, go ahead. Talk about it.
They're hit
Evolve or Back
games,
to Blood?
Half-Life and Left 4 Dead. Those are the games we recognize them for.
No, we're gonna recognize Evolve. Evolve was a good game. It just didn't have the support it fucking needed. It was a really good game when it was like actually they went. What was sad about it is that when Evolve unfortunately had to die, they were actually in the stage of rebuilding the entire game. It was very good. I enjoyed the shit out of it. But now it doesn't have dedicated servers or no support coming out for it, obviously. But you gotta throw that out there. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, I feel like that game definitely was way, way ahead of its time. That was a 4v1 game, was Evolve. So, obviously that game is type of game is sort off into doing its different thing. But Back for Blood, a lot of the people from Valve that worked on Left 4 Dead. What?
You think you're so fucking funny, don't you? Back for Blood.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry, I didn't get that one. But this is made by some of the creators that created Left 4 Dead. They have gone on and made their own studio with Turtle Rock, obviously making Evolve. Didn't work out for different reasons. And then they have been in Secret Silence, and then they created Back 4 Blood. So, how do you guys feel about it? We've all gotten to play the beta. Sorry, no demo. Demo doesn't exist anymore. Beta. How do you guys feel so far? You guys got to play also Alpha. So, how do you feel like the game's going? How do you feel like it plays? Is that potential?
You wanna
I have some misgivings about it.
Yeah, I'll let Ashton go first.
You want to do the good or the bad first?
Let's do the good.
Okay.
Let's do the good first because the game is good. The game is good. We played the alpha and we played the beta. So I mean we got quite a bit of time played in the game. It is very challenging, which is a plus. It is pretty like some of the monsters are pretty cool. Some of the zombies are pretty interesting. They're pretty unique. Some of them are kind of paying homage to their
predecessors.
Left 4 Dead franchise, or their predecessors. With like the Boomer, kind of a light version of the Witch being in there. The game looks good. It plays pretty well. It runs pretty well. Oh, it's fun. All the map design is actually pretty cool. So that's what I like about it.
Okay. And what about the bad?
Oh, the bad? Well, I personally do believe it is a little too challenging.
That's saying a
And that
lot,
may be
too, by the
because
way.
yeah, it may be because I haven't like leveled up all the cards and whatever, and that might be the point of the card system. But again, I also don't really care for the card system. I honestly
Can you give a quick rundown for people that don't know what you're talking about with the card
basically
system?
it gives you, so you basically build a deck which ends up being your card pool. So each at the start of the game, you get to it gives you like it draws 3 cards and you get to pick one. And they'll let you do that 4 times. So you start off with like 4 cards. I think it's 4 times. Yeah. And it just rerolls each time out of the deck of cards that are within your pool. And then after each chapter, you get to pick another one. And sometimes you'll find them around the map that you could buy with currency, or sometimes they'll be just like for free, and they'll just be a random card. This can range from giving you plus 5 health, plus 10% stamina, faster reload time, having more ammo, all that stuff. So I mean, it's kind of like your build. You have a build when you go in, and it is RNG based. There are also debuff cards that they'll throw against you, like making it really foggy on the map, which is actually really cool, by the way. Can make some of the missions more difficult. Like they'll have like a time limit, and then you can get like a reward if you do it. Stuff like that. But to me, it's like melee weapons feel like shit compared to Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead, you can swing a bat or a cricket bat or a fucking axe into a crowd of zombies and kill like 6 of them. And you still have the bash, the knockback or whatever to get like a group of zombies on you, like off of you. You have that in this game, but the melee weapons will take 2 or 3 hits to kill zombies. That to me is bullshit. They're literally just a knockback stick, which will kill on 2 or 3 hits. That's basically what they do. If you pair with cards, if you hit somebody with a melee or kill a zombie with a melee, you'll get like 1% of your health back. Fuck that. That's dumb. That being the only reason, like there is a way to stack it to where you can be like a front running like tank who fucking runs around with a bat or a machete and will do a lot of the shielding. You can be a tank in the game if you really wanted to. But I feel like it takes some of the fun out of the game. Instead of just playing it and having fun, you then have to think about what you're going to do if you're going to be playing on those like high skill levels. Each person has to play a different role, it feels like, if you're going to be playing on those high difficulties, which to me kind of takes away some of the fun. To me, the game feels more like World War Z than it does Left 4 Dead, unfortunately.
Okay. Tyler, you also played alpha and beta. Let's talk about the good. What is the good stuff from this?
And which one, the alpha or the beta?
Of all of it, of your whole experience with Back 4 Blood. What are the good things?
I mean, I think the cards can be good. The only like gripe I would have is like in the beta we were kind of given shit cards, but I guess in the alpha they just wanted to see how cards can impact the game. So I think we were given all of them. Which like for example, having starting with a pistol, starting with unlimited ammo, was a card changer. Like that shit was fire. But the beta you kind of get baby bitch one. It's like I don't. There's nothing really that's helping you too much. I wish they just give you like a set of like good cards, because it's just like, hey, like we're not gonna have these unlocks when the actual game comes out, because I would like to see how the cards can really impact. In alpha, you really felt the impact of the cards. Right now, you don't, because we have like bottom tier cards. You're probably gonna have to grind for some during the supply runs that they have there, and or I think that's the only way you get cards is supply runs actually. All around, just a solid game. You know, makes you really reminiscent of Left 4 Dead. Of course, we all suspected that. So I don't even have to like. I can't really point out the specifics at the moment, like why it makes it good. It's just solid, and the cards just added because it just copy paste Left 4 Dead, change some characters, will like side perks added. The only thing I would say at the moment that I don't like, definitely the difficulty thing, like getting hit by fucking zombies and being slowed all the high hell, really sucks when you have
Yeah.
no real escape and you have a stamina bar. There's no sprinting indefinitely. You are if you fuck up and waste your stamina, you get caught. 9 times out of 10, you're definitely gonna be done. Uh, and just the implication, like trying to heal in that game and healing costing the copper that you find around it. And it's the one card that's gonna be crucial in like higher difficulty runs is like fortune. I think it's you basically find more copper around the map. When you pick them up, you get more back. Like highlights them for you. And one big disappointment for me definitely has to be no versus campaign. We have like that 4v4. You're staying in just one area. That's all fine and dandy. I don't like how they had added a storm to that, like a BR storm to survival 4v4. You're basically, hey, we're gonna besides fighting this like these zombies coming at you, especially infected, we're gonna then make your player smaller. It's kind of like how far could you really make it, like having to worry about ammo and shit like that when this storm moves in and blocks you off from ammo. It's like, I don't know about that. And of course, not having the one game mode that I feel like made Left 4 Dead 2's experience for everybody growing up. Like that was the defining moment of that game. We never really talked about the regular versus online games, always a campaign versus shit. And not having that, I feel like is a huge shot in the foot. I feel like honestly, after that game runs its course, you may even find an influx of players going back to Left 4 Dead to get what they can't get in Back 4 Blood.
I could see that. And they have no plans, by the way, to add versus campaign. They have stated they do not have plans to do it. It is not on their roadmap.
Not a good call at all.
Yeah, and as someone that is only been playing the beta, that only played it a couple times, I think the game plays miraculously well on PC. It definitely seems like it's been taken very good care of on PC. I did not play it on Xbox. I've just been playing it on Steam. So Ashton, you've played it on Xbox, right?
I played on both.
Oh, you played on both. How does it feel on Xbox compared to?
It feels the same as it does on PC. I also played it on controller on PC though.
Oh, okay. So there's that.
The aim assist in the game is complete dog water.
Okay. Yeah, see, I've been playing on mouse and keyboard on it, and I think it feels really good. But yeah, I mean, for me, I wasn't a die-hard Left 4 Dead fan. I have played them both. I have owned them for years. And I periodically jump in and, when we're at PAX and stuff like that, and we're just like, all right, what do we want to do? And let's just fuck around in Left 4 Dead and we'll come back out. We've done streams with the modded maps. We've done a whole bunch of stuff with Left 4 Dead in recent years as well. So very familiar with both those two games, and then also coming into this. I don't know. It's hard to compare them because I feel like in some ways it's apples to oranges, but I also think it's like comparing different types of apples. So it's very interesting. Does it feel like Left 4 Dead? I could say it could feel like a modern day Left 4 Dead. Does the card system make sense? Maybe not out of the gate, but I think it's very easy to pick up. Do I think there's room for improvement? Absolutely. Do I think the game plays well? Yeah, I do. So as a casual that is going to probably play this until the campaign is done and then wait until the next one comes out and then I'll go and play the new campaign, then yeah, I think it's a solid game. I think it's ready to go. They did just release that it did go gold, so it is ready to be shipped. So congratulations to Turtle Rock.
Well,
but we'll see.
We've seen going gold for a couple games in the past.
Yeah.
But different circumstances.
Yeah. Anything else on Back 4 Blood?
Nah. I hope it has a lot of success.
Battlefield 2042 coming out October 22nd. Windows, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S. It's Battlefield. No campaign. All multiplayer. Ready to go. EA's ready to drop Battlefield one more time. How do you guys feel? Can it
I'm not
conquer
even
Call
a
of Duty
huge.
this year?
I think it has a chance to, but
Okay.
they're also very different games.
Yeah, one's taking place in the future, 2042, and then obviously the recent of Call of Duty Vanguard, I believe, is the next one.
Yeah,
Taking place in World War II, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so
You said
going
you
back to
asked
World War II.
if we can beat, or this can beat Call of Duty. Is that what the question was?
This year?
No,
No. Okay.
no. 'Cause no matter what, Call of Duty always comes out on top. That's not just me being a fanboy. Look at fucking Ghost. I'm pretty sure Ghost was considered the worst fucking Call of Duty there was. It still beat the respective
No,
Battlefield
that's
that year.
Advanced Warfare, bro.
No, the community.
We'll save that for
very
a different
much
topic at a different time.
Well, I will say this, right? He doesn't like Advanced Warfare. I get that. The community agrees that Ghost was the biggest mistake. But I'm pretty sure Ghost still outsold Battlefield 4 that year. No matter how shit people think Call of Duty is going to be, it will still get bought, and that's the thing. I'll be very surprised if it did beat Call of Duty this year. Because I mostly play Call of Duty, but I just know how set in their ways Call of Duty players can be. They'll say it's ass, they'll still get it.
Now, there's no report for a VR for this to be at launch, right?
They don't need one. The last VR they put up for Battlefield 5 was ass.
Yeah, but it was like a watered down version of it. Just couldn't compete to Warzone. That was.
Yeah, I feel like if you don't come out the gate with some heat, don't even put one out. You know what I'm saying?
That's very true. They got to put out 150 people. I want a BR with modern fucking guns. I'm tired of playing in the Cold War. I'm just done.
But the thing is, those technically are like really modern. You still have Modern Warfare, so it's not
that's
like
true. Modern Warfare was the first one. Yeah, I don't know. I take it back.
And
but
then
still.
going back to World War II, just this quick segue, like the new map that they're gonna come out for Vanguard will have World War II weapons, but you still will be able to use the weapons from all the Call of Duties integrated. So like you're still having like best of all three worlds technically. They're just gonna continue to grow off of it, but it is gonna have a World War II styled map.
So yeah, are you guys are you gonna try and snag Battlefield?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll actually get it this time. I'm not a big Battlefield fan, but they're going back to modern, which I think they
future
excel at. Or yeah, well,
future with an asterisk next to it. It could be crazy.
Yeah.
Dark Pictures anthology House of Ashes. Dark Picture anthology is the games that have been let's choose your own adventure from Supermassive. Been doing pretty well, so we're getting a new one. Houses of Ashes. Windows, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series S and X. Might be checking that out later. Probably not at launch. Probably be buying Battlefield. I wouldn't be buying that. Guardians of the Galaxy coming out October 26th. This game was announced at E3. Coming out from Eidos Montreal, who are the creators of they help out on Tomb Raider and stuff like that. We're getting Windows, Nintendo Switch, which I guarantee that I will be shocked if that game looks great on the Switch. PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series S and X. You play as Star-Lord, and you play with the Guardians of the Galaxy. It could be fun, but I don't know. It's coming out at a weird time. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Are you guys going to try and check out Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy? Or are you going to hold off on this one? Is this a hold or a buy?
That's a hold.
Okay, you're holding off on that.
It'll have to be really good for me to pick it up. I don't really care about the Avengers that much.
October 28th, Age of Empires 4 coming out on Windows. It's Age of Empires. But it looks great.
Yeah, I'll be playing that for sure. That'll be on Game Pass anyway, so...
The middle finger to everybody, Mario Party Superstars coming to Nintendo Switch on October 29th. Yeah, honestly, Nintendo just could go fuck right off on this one. Pisses me off that why you just don't update Mario Party 10, but that's neither here nor there. the most anticipated game of the year, November 4th, Just Dance 2022, coming out on Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and Stadia. We get another Stadia. So
They're still trying, huh?
It sells. A lot of kids like it. I think a lot of kids like Just Dance. I think most of their selling stuff is on Nintendo
I was talking about Stadia. But...
Oh. Never mind. No, I don't know. I don't know what Google's doing with Stadia.
It's not possible to. It's not possible that you were talking about Stadia. Oh,
yeah.
No.
Let's bring it back here a couple seconds. I actually just recently canceled my Stadia subscription. I was paying for that like 2 months ago. Also,
for that still.
Another game that I'm very much looking forward to, November 9th, Forza Horizon 5, coming out on Windows, Xbox One, and Xbox Series S and X. Playground Games, just solid studio, putting out Forza Horizon, and I think this is gonna be a great game.
I will be playing that too.
Yeah,
I'm not even a Forza fan.
Yeah, they've been they actually just recently uploaded about 15 minutes of the game, and it looks beautiful, which is no shock.
Yeah, it looks gorgeous. It's fucking gorgeous.
I can't wait to see what.
Where's Motorsport?
Yeah. Very much dead. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen with Motorsport, especially with 5. I think honestly
they're having optimization issues. I think
the reason why I think Forza Horizon 5 is coming out before Motorsport is they're getting this. They're like, we cannot hold off on Forza Horizon 5. We got to get these guys on Fable, finish this game, get it out. We'll hold off on Motorsport and then put Playground back on Fable.
You think they're gonna just fucking full send it into Fable?
Oh yeah,
huh?
I think that they really just are gonna try and get Fable done as quick and as best they can, and I think it's just to bring the whole team. They probably got a different part of the studio working on it, but I think eventually after Forza Horizon 5 comes out, they'll bring about I think 90% of the people over.
Gotcha. Well, the thing is, I mean, they opened a new studio just solely to make Fable as well.
Yeah, so. Like a subsidiary of Playground.
You think they're gonna move them all the way over there?
I think there'll definitely be a bring over of some percentage.
Because they are based in the UK for this one. I don't know where they were based for
Playground's
Forza,
based
though.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so they have 2 locations in UK now. Not hard to move.
Tyler, are you gonna pick up Forza Horizon 5? It's gonna be free on Game Pass. So.
Well, that's the only reason I was gonna play it. If it wasn't free on Game Pass, I wasn't gonna touch that. No matter what. I still might not even touch it now. Not my type of thing. You know, it looks very pretty, very well made game. Just racing games ain't my shit no more.
Custom maps coming. It's gonna be pretty cool. So I hope some crazy stuff comes out of it. November 11th, we're getting 11/11/21. Grand Theft Auto Online and GTA 5 are projected. I'm not going to say that that's until a Rockstar game comes out on a day that Rockstar says it's coming out on. I don't believe it. PS5, Xbox Series S and X upgrades for GTA 5 and GTA Online. Same day launch, which is good. I think that's a solid thing. Do not wait on online like we had to do with the Xbox One. Well, with the 360. We had to wait on the 360. We were waiting for that fucking game. But yeah. I bought this game so many goddamn times. It's pissing me off that I'm going to have to buy it again. I really don't want to. So I hope it doesn't come out at $70. If Rockstar North
they're making everybody pay for that?
Oh, yeah. It's not free. Yeah. It's not free.
I just paid $20 for the upgrade?
You hope you better sacrifice
depends on what
a
they mean
child
by
to Rockstar North.
It depends on what they mean by expanded, because that means more content, but how much more? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it does. The trailer that PlayStation posted a year ago still confuses the hell out of me. It almost makes it seem like there's going to be some sort of added story stuff, but we've been supposedly getting added story stuff for the last almost decade. So, you know, until I see it, again, Rockstar is a studio, though they create great and solid games. When they say that they're going to come out with something, it is to see it is to believe it. If you don't fucking see that, it's not coming out. So, like, until it comes out. So, I don't know. We'll see. You guys gonna get it? You gonna buy it again?
Depends on the price.
That's true. $70?
No. Go fuck yourself.
$60.
I don't know about that. Even
$30
for the same game.
Yeah, $30 upgrade. It's not like you're coming out with a bunch of content upon release.
Yeah, I gotta see. I gotta see it first. I'm not committing to 60.
Mm-hmm.
I have a tough time to give him 40 without seeing anything, honestly.
November 12th, Shin Megami Tensei 5 finally comes out on Nintendo Switch, made by Atlas. It's gonna come to Switch. Gonna be a solid game. I have nothing else to say about it. It just needs to fucking come out. This game was announced when the Switch was announced. Shin Megami Tensei 5 coming out. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Pearl and Shining Pearl. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Nintendo Switch. It's a remake of Diamond and Pearl. Not my favorite. So I don't really give a shit.
I never played those, so.
I had Diamond.
Was that one of the first 3D ones?
That was on the DS. It was the first one on the DS.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. Dying Light 2 Stray Human has a December 7th release, and again, it's made by Techland. Windows, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series S and X. This game should have come out 2.5 years ago. If this is coming out, I again, seeing is believing. I'm not saying it's a Rockstar game level, but god damn it, it's supposed to have come out long ago. So to see is believe.
Well, I'll be playing it.
Yeah,
the first one's fun.
December 7th is such a weird day, but there you go. There's a whole bunch of other games that are projected, but we're not going to go through those. But yeah, that's pretty much the rest of 2021 so far. You guys,
you just totally dropped Halo, huh? Damn.
It wasn't on there. Doesn't have a release date.
For what?
Halo does not have a release date.
It's coming out in November.
Projected. They did kind of soft leak it, but yeah, it possibly in November. It's most likely going to be November. But
it'll be out this year for sure, though.
This year for sure. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that works. You've been playing it. Does it seem good so far?
It's
Halo?
Sublime.
Oh, Sublime. Okay. Good.
It's Halo way different than Halo 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think you'd actually really enjoy it this time around.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously going to play because it's free on Game Pass, so I'll definitely be dusting off my Xbox. That's true. The multiplayer is free. Oh, wait, the whole thing's free. Is the whole thing free? Or is just multiplayer that's free?
Multiplayer is free, but of course if it comes to Game Pass, and if you have Game Pass...
So if you have Game Pass, you get the whole thing for free. Yeah, if you want just multiplayer, you can download that for free. But if you want the campaign, you have to buy the game. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Solid. $60 game, $70 game. I don't even think they have a price for it yet.
Yeah, 60.
Yeah. Alrighty. Anything else for Game of the Year watch?
Nah.
Okay. We're moving on.
Forge Labs.
I do have Forge Labs as well, yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't do Halo stuff at the moment because Halo 5 is dead. But yeah, he's just playing like small, weird, niche games right now, which are kind of